Hello and welcome to the garden. The other day I planted up a fun little container for the girls and I thought I would just come out here and show you a little bit of how it is looking now. I'm gonna pop in the footage of me planting it in a second and then show you how it's looking a few days later. Basically, I wanted to create a little bit of a fairy garden space for them, but I kind of played around with creating like a little fairy garden house, and I don't know, I might have to go ahead and just order some fairy garden materials because I'm not super crafty like that. I don't know, I didn't quite have the right materials for it anyways, but I did make basically a little I don't know, I guess like a little pasture for my daughter's little farm animals, because she has like a cow and a couple little horses that she loves to play around in the garden with. And so I needed to make some kind of a little place for them to live and to have a little pasture. So I ended up creating this little pasture container with some fun little plants. It's definitely, you know, an option that I think might be interesting to some of you. I wasn't originally going to post it, but then I thought, you know, not all of us have the time, energy, materials, everything to create like a full fairy garden. That can be kind of intense. It can also be kind of expensive. I was kind of shocked at how much some of the little fairy garden pieces were. So I thought, you know, if you're trying to make something like this for your kids, maybe this would be a little bit of an inspiration of just like a super easy, mellow little fairy garden toy kind of area, play area for your children. Because I know if you're like me, I'm always trying to kind of find places where they can play while I'm out here in the garden, because sometimes it can be, I don't know, it can be kind of hard to keep them entertained, especially in a small garden. I don't have like a big yard where they can go run and play. I don't have swing sets here at the house. So I have to come up with areas that they can play in. And I have my little sandbox that I've done. I've got a watering can and some watering that she does, but now her little animals have their own little pasture. So I'm gonna pop in the footage with all the plants and me planting out this whole container. I'm gonna put that in now and then we'll pick back up and I'll show you how it's looking a couple days later, because it kind of took a couple days for the container to really settle in. So let me roll that now. All right, so I'm going to start with these two little orange hat tomatoes. So these are a micro tomatoes, so they're actually only going to get to be about I would say like maybe 10 inches tall at the most, 8 to 10 inches. So they're going to be like my little trees on the side of this little meadow. So I'm just going to put them in the corners right now. They're very small at the moment, but they will grow. And then this is going to be another little tree. This is some black-leaved clover, and I just need to get it in the ground. It's a little bit dry right now, so that's why it's looking just a little bit wilty. But imagine it, let's see, I'm going to put it on, I'm gonna put it in the back here. So imagine it kind of nestled in back and among the tomatoes. I think that'll be really cute. And then I have some hen and chicks, which I think will be like the perfect little border plant around the edge. And these you can just kind of break. I'm gonna try to break up and put some of them just sort of nestled in and around the edge. I think they'll be kind of cute. Maybe put the big clump here. Ooh, this one got a little bit dirty. Put one little floret there, and then one up in the front over here. And these will kind of grow and spread as they take off. Get our tomatoes and nice and secure. Okay, and then this is gonna be our grass, this super fun Scotch moss. And this I'm gonna put right in the front here. I might need to move that for a second. I didn't anticipate how big this root ball is. This is gonna be, yeah, the grass of our little pasture. So get that really nestled in there. And I could probably break this off, but it's already, even since I had it, been spreading a lot. So I think I'm just gonna let that be like that. All right, our little floret. I am going to now just add in a few little rocks and some mulch. It's not looking so amazing right now, but I know it's gonna get better. Let me get the mulch. Hen and chicks. And I anticipate that the hen and chicks and all of this is gonna just grow right over the mulch as we go. And here's a little resident. And here we are. A few days later, so everything started to settle in. I think it's really fun. So it's gonna look even better once these little tomatoes here actually grow up, because then they will kind of become the little trees that, you know, will surround the pasture. But I think it's cute. And you know, my daughter can take her toys and she can bounce them around on top of the grass and it's not going to hurt anything. That's one thing she likes to do, and you know, it's not great on all flowers. So I think it's pretty cute, and it's going to definitely keep growing and maturing. So I'll keep letting you know as the season goes how it starts to look. I think if the tomato trees turn out the way I kind of envision that, I'll be really excited, because I think that'll be extra adorable in here. But at least for now, we've got a fun little space. And I just did it in one of these like galvanized wash bins. I really like these. These are super cute. I got them from Gardener Supply. Purchased them myself. They weren't, I'm not sponsored or anything. There is a drainage hole in the bottom, so that is good. So this isn't going to fill up and flood or anything, and I didn't have to drill a hole in the bottom, which was nice. And that is a little container. I love the clover. Definitely a perfect, if you're making one of these containers. I think that clover, moss, and succulents are about, you know, the perfect ingredients for a little container fairy garden kind of space. And then some kind of little tree, whether it's a little pine tree. I may go ahead after these tomatoes are done for the season, get some little evergreens. Cute to find some little tiny evergreens to put in there. So I can continue, I think, to adjust this container as the season goes along, and we can change things up. I may look for, if I can find like a little fairy garden fence, you know, some like little pieces to make a little fence. I think that would be super cute too, and kind of just, you know, add a little bit to the look. But my daughter's super excited about it. She really likes it, and she's happy that the cow and the horses have a home, and she has her own little space to be in the garden and to work in the garden, and that's good too. So, you know, it's an ever evolving thing. I'm always looking, as I said, for new ways to keep them entertained. But yeah, if you're looking for just a little easy fairy garden, this hopefully is an inspiration of how to do that, because it really just took a few minutes, and it's kind of cute too. I think it adds to the garden. It's another, you know, pretty little container among all my other ones, so I don't mind having that out here too. And you know, that's important to me as well. I do have my little eucalyptus plants, so I was looking at those this morning, and I may pop in 1 or 2 eucalyptus, because they would also be kind of fun and act as a little tree. So I may do that in the next couple days, but I'm just now trying to kind of figure out where everything's going. I'm going to start doing some real containers here in the next week or so. So I'm going to hold off on adding them in there now, and then if I don't use them in a container, I will go ahead and pop them probably into the little fairy garden. But I just wanted to share that with you, a little inspo. It's a gorgeous garden morning. I've got some other projects to do today. So thank you so much, as always, for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.